Okay, first what I'm trying to do here is we want to establish a center line of action there and just kind of get the general stroke and direction of the core of the body, the torso and stuff. Just kind of keep it loose, keep it quick, round it out at the top for the shoulders. I'm going to spread the arms out a little bit. The arms look a little too squished. Kind of like the rule of thumb is if he was in silhouette, all black, and the original drawing that I'm going over, then it would kind of look like a blobby mess with not much sticking out from the center. If you can make it more dynamic by just pulling the arms out away from the body a little bit, then it will help with the action of the figure. And I'm just kind of roughing in the chest muscles here, kind of doing the rib cage. Just basically establishing, the waist. I'm going to lower his belt. It's a little too high in the original drawing, and it kind of makes his torso look very short. So I'm going to lower it to elongate his waist a little bit. See where I want to put the fist. I don't want that fist to overlap into the body, so I draw that first before I connect the forearm. Now, the reason why I do the body first is because it's easier to attach the head to the body. I always think it's easier to attach a small thing to a big object as opposed to trying to restrict yourself by drawing or trying to attach a big object to a small object. So I treat the head like the arms and the legs. I treat it as an appendage. So that way it'll give me a better assessment of how long to make the neck. You see in the original drawing, the guy practically does not have a neck. His head's just kind of jammed into his upper torso. So this way I can kind of give him a neck and kind of gauge where I want the head to be attached. Here I'm kind of rounding out the deltoids here and giving a little more form to the arm, and get a little bit more of a bump for the bicep so it's not perfectly straight. And right now I'm just kind of using quick lines to do some shaping. A little bit of shading there under the armpit, drawing a guideline for where the serratus muscles will be, intercostals. I know the way the drawing is positioned, the crotch is kind of butting up against the bottom of the frame, which is kind of bad. I would rather move the entire drawing up, but I'm just kind of doing this quick for demo purposes. And then I'm kind of rounding out the other forearm right there, blocking out the hand shape, going back to the head. I think right here I'm just trying to decide, where I want to turn the arm. So I've kind of decided I'm going to upturn it just a little bit, just to make it more of a believable fighting position. We don't want to turn the hand downwards. And there we do the before and after. Kind of see the overlay. And I'm just refining and cleaning up a little bit. When you're drawing loose, you want to just do a lot of quick lines, and at the end, as an artist, what you're trying to do is to pick one line that looks the best and go with it. And here is the tightening stage. Like I said before, you just kind of want to, whoops, I think I'm confused by my tools there. I think I was using an eraser at first and I didn't know it. But all that quick sloppy gesture drawing and the rough underneath, it's just a bunch of lines kind of slapped together really quickly because you're just trying to get an idea down. And from that idea, when you want to refine the idea, then you go back in and you just kind of pick out which line you think suits best out of all of those lines. And then you just tighten it up, and if you mess up, just, the great thing is you can always erase it, as long as you're not doing it in real ink, which, you can correct with whiteout as well, but it's a bit of a pain. So this is all digital, makes it very easy, but you can do it just as easily with pencil and paper, which I do actually prefer, but for teaching purposes, digital is a very good way just to demonstrate. And this is just rendering techniques, just hatching, cross-hatching. A lot of this is actually stylized, so it's up to you how you want to do your shadows and how you want to do your hatching and cross-hatching, or lack of. Some people don't like to use too much of that. and I'm using the guidelines to just kind of shape out, the muscles, over the ribs. Um, a lot of the refining areas is really putting your anatomy knowledge to use here. Which directions the muscle flow. A lot of the muscles, the attachments and the origins, it's all about flowing into one another. And that's a different lesson altogether.